Hi friends, welcome to the course Proverbs Expressive English presented by me Amirtha Devrajan. I am a student of English literature from Delhi University, a passionate teacher, a fitness freak. You can follow me on Unacademy at this given URL and don't forget to rate, review, recommend, share and comment on these lessons and courses. It may seem like a long task, but it's just a matter of 2 minutes because your feedback is precious to me. I'm awaiting your response like anything, checking the app again and again. So I hope you provide me with your feedback. Let's start with today's lesson. The first proverb which we're going to learn today is a bad workman always blames his tool. Meaning is that if someone performs a job or task poorly or unsuccessfully, he or she will usually blame the quality of his or her equipment or other such external factors rather than taking the responsibility of failure, her or his or her own failure. Well, this happens a lot of times when we are professional or we are good at some field and we are unable to do that properly. We usually think that the equipments and tools are not right. We are so blurred by the pride we have often. For example, if a good photographer takes a bad picture, he might say that the lens is not, fitted correctly or the camera is blurred. So, when we are experts in our fields, we tend to do that. If you look at this picture, this man is angrily, in a very, very cautious manner. He's looking at his tools and through his eyes, he's blaming the tools for not working properly. So a bad workman always blames his tools. Let's look at the sentence example. When Mary blamed the oven for burning the turkey on Thanksgiving, her husband jokingly replied, "A bad workman always blames his tool." So it was her fault for burning the turkey, but she blamed it on the oven. So a bad workman always blames his tool. Let's move on. Better late than never. This means that doing something late is better than not doing it. At least you realize that you have to do it. So a varied Hindi version of it is "देर आए दुरुस्त आए," which means देर आए तो और अच्छे से आए. So if you look at this picture, there's a heap of work. Heap of pages lying, and there's so much to do. But at least the person realizes that you have to, do so much. You didn't fail to realize it. That is what matters. Let's look at the sentence example. "I'm sorry I'm late to the party." Better late than never, right? So at least she made it to the party. She was not absent. She made it to the party. So at least she's marked present in the checklist of whoever's party it is. So better late than never. It takes two to make a quarrel, meaning an argument is never one person's fault. If the other person refuses to participate, there cannot be an argument. If there's an argument between me and you, if I step back and you are the one who's, shouting and taking this forward, in 2 to 3 minutes, he'll also calm down. The other person isn't really interested in a quarrel. So why should I waste my energy? This often happens. But if the second person says, "Oh, to zyada mat bol," and he, comes up to fight, then the quarrel takes place. If the other person is quiet and calm and, he moves back, then the quarrel won't happen. If you look at this picture, both the people are fighting with each other. It's not just one person. Both of them, the expression is, very angry and they're ferocious and they're holding each other's collar. So both of them are into the quarreling business. So that is why it's a proverb that it takes two to make a quarrel. Jill asks, "Why are you always so quarrelsome, Jane?" Hey, it's not just my fault. It takes two to make a quarrel. I hope this example is clear. Let's move on. Learn to walk before you run. Meaning is that you must master a basic skill before you're able to learn more complex things. You cannot jump to straight away being an astronaut. You cannot become a teacher after you pass out from school. You have to learn many things. You have to master basic things. It should be a progress. You cannot jump. No one can jump from first standard to fifth standard. You have to, make that progress slowly and steadily. So that is why we have so many levels. So if you look at this picture, first, he's sitting and then he's starting to run and then finally he's kind of jumping and winning the race. So it's gradual. So you have to keep patience and make, peace with the progress, with the slow progress you're making. You may make fast progress, but you have to allow time. You cannot master, expertise before mastering basic skills. Example, Maria wanted to make a tailored jacket as her first sewing project, but her mother convinced her that she should make something much simpler. She should have to learn to walk before she could run. So just because you're interested in sewing doesn't mean that you'll straight away design, Manish Malhotra gown. You have to make progress, and you have to start from basic. You have to start from the scratch. I hope this is clear to you. Let's move on. A stitch in time saves 9. This means that it is better to spend a little time to deal with the problems or act right now than wait. If you wait until late, then things could get worse and it will take much longer to deal with them later. So often this happens that if there's this homework you have to submit within next week, we say, we'll do it tomorrow, we keep procrastinating, and in the end, when it's time to do, we just hurry. So instead of doing that, if we could have taken out 2 hours when we are free and we could have done all the work which we had to, then we need not have faced this hurry and all this haste. So it's better to mend whatever is meant to be mended at that time rather than procrastinating it. So a stitch in time saves 9. Example, let's look at this example. If you have an idea for your final research paper, start writing today. Don't wait until the end of semester. A stitch in time saves 9. I hope this proverb is clear to you. Let's move on. So we come towards an end here. I hope these proverbs are crystal clear to you. If there's any doubt, you can come back to me. In the comment section, you can post your queries, and you can also rate and review and let me know how this course and lesson you find. Thank you. Have a nice day.